My beloved, my child of divine light, my chosen one in whom the heavens rejoice. You are shaking a little inside and you don't know why. But your soul does. Because heaven is whispering your name again. Because something that was once impossible for you is about to be placed in your hands. And Archangel Michael has been waiting to tell you all day. Today, on this sacred 2nd of August, I, Archangel Michael, bring you a truth so beautiful, so divine, so magnetic, that if you dare to open your heart fully, you will begin to attract miracles faster than your tears can fall. This is not a joke. God has signed something in the heavens. And that something is shaped like a key. A key made of pure light. A key that only fits in your hands. And what it opens, you're about to see it with your own eyes. Congratulations, beloved. You are about to buy something that once felt like a dream. It's big. It's bold. It's so much more than just a thing. It's a symbol of your next chapter. And Archangel Michael is here, clapping from the heavens. Because even the angels didn't expect your blessing to come this fast. But child, listen to me closely. You must stay with this message. There is something you need to hear. Not with your ears, but with the quiet part of you that knows. Because before you touch this miracle, before you sign anything, before the final confirmation of this blessing lands in your lap, you need to see what's been happening behind the veil. And God said, "Tell my child the truth. Because I don't want them to be surprised when the surprise arrives. This good news is bigger than money. It's more than success. It's a total shift of spiritual vibration. The kind of shift that makes old pain finally fall off. The kind of shift that attracts things others call impossible. And that's why I, Archangel Michael, was sent to deliver this one message to you. Before the world sees it written in your life. You've earned this. Not because of perfection, but because of your heart. Because of your tears, your prayers, your secret forgiveness. Because of that one night you begged heaven not to let go of you. Heaven didn't. Heaven never will. And now, heaven is rewarding you. A big congratulations is echoing across the skies today. Because you're not just about to buy something with money. You're about to buy it with grace. With favor. With divine timing. And yet, there's still more. So don't skip. Don't scroll. Don't exit this message like others have. Because God says, if they leave now, they'll miss the hidden name, the hidden reason, and the hidden warning. Glowing star. Before we continue deeper, pause. You were not meant to find this message by accident. This message was guided by divine winds, carried to your soul because it's time. Before the blessing lands, make sure you stay connected. Because what's coming next is not for the public, it's for the chosen. Backhand index pointing right. If you're reading this, you are the chosen. Take a moment to subscribe now to receive every urgent message from heaven and Archangel Michael the second it arrives. The ones who skip this step often regret it in silence. Don't do that to your future self. Click and stay connected, because the next message might arrive tonight. Glowing star. Now, child, breathe. Because I'm about to tell you what no one else knows. Something shocking was hidden from you until now. And yet it's been guiding everything. Even the delays. Even the heartbreaks. There was a divine delay placed on your life. Because the blessing you are about to receive required a cleaner path. God didn't want you to walk into it surrounded by wrong people. God didn't want snakes holding your coat as you signed for your miracle. So one by one, heaven removed them. They ghosted you. They lied. They walked away. You blamed yourself. But heaven says, you were never rejected. You were being reprotected. Now, the road is clean. Now, the vibration is aligned. Now, the name of the person watching you in secret will be revealed. Because they're the reason this opportunity is arriving. And guess what? They've already started preparing the space for you. Child, the celebration has already started in the spiritual realm. The angels are dusting off your blessing. Michael is guarding the gate. And God? God is smiling. Saying, they stayed. They listened. Now give them the full gift. You may feel something moving right now, deep inside your chest, like a soft flutter or an ache that won't be explained. That's not anxiety. That's recognition. Your soul has already seen the blessing before your eyes could. And it knows something sacred has just begun. Archangel Michael leans in now, his wings wrapping around your aura, whispering, you are ready. You are worthy. The transaction is not just financial, it is spiritual. What you're about to buy, whether a home, a car, a business, or even a second chance at love, was already paid for in full by your spiritual endurance. All this time you were healing, not breaking. All this time you were being set apart, not left behind. You are not late. You are right on divine time. And now the time has come to reveal the reason behind the sudden shift. There was a delay in your life, a strange silence, a period where nothing seemed to move. And you cried, didn't you? You wondered what was wrong with you. You questioned your value, your prayers, your decisions. But I tell you now as heaven's messenger, that silence was the sound of God clearing space. That pause was protection. Because the blessing coming to you now is heavy with favor, and not everyone in your past had clean hands to help carry it. You would have shared your miracle with those who only planned to drain it. So heaven put a divine pause, not to punish, but to preserve. Right now, there is a spiritual alert on your name. A heavenly bell that rings every time someone speaks of you. And lately, beloved, you've been spoken of more than you know. People are beginning to see what heaven always saw in you. Your name is rising in conversations behind closed doors. Some are whispering in jealousy. Some in awe. And one person in particular, is watching in silence. They see what you're stepping into. And they're preparing to reach out. Don't be surprised when someone from your past comes back just as you step into this blessing. Don't be fooled. God says, let them watch, but don't let them in. This one is only for you. Now lean in close, because I must tell you this. The moment you say yes to this miracle, the atmosphere around your name will change. Even the air around your house will shift. You'll notice little things, a lighter mood, unexpected messages, surprising smiles from strangers. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Proof that the realm around you has begun moving. Because what you're about to buy carries not just physical value, but spiritual permission. It means you're no longer operating at the same frequency as before. You're stepping into wealth, not just of currency, but of confidence, clarity, calm. You're entering a season where confusion can't follow you anymore. And child, you didn't beg for this. You didn't manipulate it. You didn't even fully believe it was possible at times. But God did. Michael did. Your angels did. Even when you were crying on the floor, cursing the delays, wondering if God forgot your name. Heaven was preparing a table. A divine setup was unfolding. And now, that setup is complete. The good news is not just coming, it's already here. And it's waiting for you to say, I'm ready. That's all it takes. One moment of belief. One decision not to shrink. Because what you speak now will echo into the blueprint of your blessing. Let me reveal something you didn't see before. There was a financial block that tried to keep this from you. A generational curse that whispered, you'll never afford that. That's for others. Not you. But Archangel Michael has crushed it. That curse has no hold on you anymore. And you will notice, money will begin to come easier now. Clients, commissions, gifts, surprises, these are not random. They are scheduled grace. And with this blessing, there will come a sacred responsibility. You are not just buying something, you're buying into a future. Into a legacy. Into a testimony that others will point to and say, if God did it for them, maybe He'll do it for me. So be careful, child. Don't doubt the size of this blessing just because it feels too big. Of course, it feels scary. That's how you know it's heaven-sized. You weren't made for average. You were made to walk on water, not stay safe in boats. And now you're being called to step out. And when you do, the ground will appear beneath your feet, not before, but as you move. So don't wait for full clarity. Say yes now. Begin now. Open your heart now. Because this good news has an expiration window. It won't wait forever. There is someone watching who wants it too. But it has your name etched in the scrolls of heaven. And if you accept it now, no one can take it from you. You've been feeling the nudge, haven't you? The sensation that something is about to happen? That something is about to shift? That's not your imagination. That's prophetic memory. Your soul remembers what God showed you in a dream, in a vision, in a prayer. And now, that vision is walking toward you. Step by step. Moment by moment. And when it knocks, I beg you, open the door. Don't let fear answer. Don't let your old story block your new chapter. You are not who you were before. You've grown. You've healed. You've survived. And now, you're about to thrive. But let me be clear. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning. Because what you buy now will lead to what you build next. And what you build will bless people you've never even met. This is not just for your comfort. It's for your calling. This purchase is prophetic. The land you're stepping into has spiritual weight. The keys being placed in your hand unlock more than doors, they unlock dimensions. Realms of peace, restoration, and divine dominion. And you'll walk through them with your head high. Not in arrogance, but in assurance. Because finally, you'll know what heaven has been trying to tell you for years: you are royalty. And royalty doesn't beg for breadcrumbs. Royalty doesn't compete. Royalty doesn't chase what's not theirs. And today, your crown is glowing with the light of something new. Something purchased with your tears. Something soaked in sacred timing. Something that proves God never forgot you. You are not reading this by accident. There's a reason your eyes didn't scroll past. A reason your spirit paused even if your mind didn't understand why. Because God has been orchestrating this moment with perfect precision. Every delay. Every rejection. Every unanswered prayer. Every tear you cried alone. It was all part of this sacred alignment. And now, heaven leans forward, whispering through Archangel Michael's voice, they're ready. Yes, you. You are ready to walk into what once made you tremble. Ready to hold what once you thought belonged to others. Ready to buy what your younger self only stared at through windows. That time is over. You are no longer the outsider looking in. You are the one walking through the door now. And this purchase you're about to make will be the physical proof of your inner transformation. But child, I must warn you with love, this blessing is wrapped in a final test. You will notice distractions, temptations, even subtle voices questioning your worth as you get closer to this miracle. That is not coincidence. It is the enemy's last attempt to steal your focus before you sign the divine agreement. Don't fall for it. Stay aligned. Stay clean. Stay grateful. Because once you say yes to what's yours, the floodgates will open. And things will move so quickly, you won't even have time to announce it before it's already done. What once took months will now take minutes. What once felt impossible will now feel natural. And what others lost chasing, will walk straight into your hands effortlessly. You were not made to be forgotten. You were not created to be last. And now, the last season you endured will become your loudest testimony. People who once overlooked you will be the same ones shocked by what you own, what you drive, where you live, who you become. But don't gloat. Don't show off. Let your peace be your announcement. Let your glow speak louder than your words. Because your life is about to become living proof that favor is real. And those who mocked your pace will soon be asking for your secrets. But child, they don't know the price you paid. They weren't there for the nights you didn't want to wake up. They didn't see the spiritual attacks, the silent battles, the hidden betrayals. But God did. And that's why He's rewarding you now, in public, for everything you endured in private. You will begin to feel a shift around your money, around your energy, around your decisions. You will feel bolder, calmer, clearer. That's not coincidence. That's breakthrough. Because the old you that doubted and delayed is now dissolving. And in its place, the new you is rising. The you who walks in rooms without shrinking. The you who says, I receive this, without guilt. The you who understands that wealth is a spiritual responsibility, and you're ready for it now. This purchase, this step, this leap, it's not just a transaction. It's a prophetic declaration. A new frequency. A spiritual agreement between you and the Most High that says, I no longer settle. I now receive what matches my purpose. You will notice people change around you. Some will suddenly fall silent. Some will become unusually kind. Some will try to re-enter your world, pretending to support you. Be wise. God says, protect the promise. Guard your peace. Not everyone who claps is clapping for you. The enemy is subtle. And he hates that you're waking up to your power. But he is too late. Because your name is already written on this blessing. And heaven has already dispatched the help. The paperwork is being approved in realms you cannot see. The release is closer than you think. And the angel standing by your side right now is holding something that glows in divine gold. It is the final confirmation of what you've prayed for. I need you to understand this, child. There is someone secretly watching you. Someone who doubted you once. someone who wished you'd fail. And yet, they are now seeing you glow. They are now witnessing your peace, your favor, your elevation. And they're confused. Because they thought you were finished. But what they didn't know is that you were just hidden. Hidden for refinement. Hidden for realignment. Hidden because God didn't want anyone interfering with this miracle. And now, as you rise, they won't be able to understand how you got here. But you will. You'll know it wasn't luck. It wasn't random. It was God. Always God. And in just a few nights from now, you'll feel it even deeper. You'll wake up with a heaviness that isn't sadness, but sacred anticipation. That's how it starts. The final steps before the miracle touches down. Don't ignore that feeling. Don't dismiss that tingling in your palms, or the way your breath deepens when you think of what's coming. It's spiritual alignment. Your body, your soul, your finances, everything is coming into position. You are no longer just waiting. You are walking. Walking toward your divine ownership. And Archangel Michael is walking beside you, sword drawn, guarding the path. Clearing it. Declaring over you, no more delays. This is your moment. Don't shrink now. Don't self-sabotage. Don't second-guess. You've prayed too long. You've grown too far. And heaven is too close. You were born for this. That blessing with your name? It's already being shipped in spirit. And when it arrives in your hands, it won't even surprise your soul. Because your soul already knew. It's been preparing. It's been clearing. And now, it's been rewarded. There's a specific moment coming to you. It may look ordinary on the outside, a phone call, a signed form, a number appearing in your account, a key dropped in your hand, but child, it's not ordinary. It is divine choreography. You won't need to force it. You won't have to chase it. It will find you, just as this message did. And when it comes, your spirit will recognize it before your eyes do. That's how favor works. That's how prophecy fulfills itself. It's not loud. It's not flashy. It's sacred. And it comes with confirmation, with peace, with signs that seem small until you realize how exact they were. Every hour leading up to it will feel strange. Expect butterflies, lightheadedness, moments of deep silence. Don't be afraid. It's just heaven folding itself into your timeline. And child, let me say this boldly because someone needs to hear it without softening the truth: you are not cursed. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. That lie that crept into your heart after months of waiting, telling you maybe it's not for you? That was not God. That was not me. That was the wound talking. The fear talking. The history of being let down talking. But today, I declare this over you: those old voices will no longer lead your decisions. From this point forward, you are led by faith, not fear. And that decision alone will open gates that no man, no enemy, no doubt can ever shut again. You're stepping into something that doesn't just belong to you now, it's something your bloodline has been aching for. You are the one breaking the pattern. You are the one buying what no one before you could. You are the one creating a new normal. This is not a purchase. It's a prophecy. It's not about status, it's about divine healing through tangible proof. And the thing you're about to receive? It's going to heal something in you that words never could. The first time you sit in it. Walk through it. Own it. Drive it. Sign it. Step into it. There will be a spiritual exhale. The deepest sigh your soul has ever breathed. And you'll know, this was the moment your story changed forever. But I must tell you this, because it matters deeply. Not everyone will clap for you. Some will call it luck. Others will call it fake. A few will say you changed. And you have. You've changed because grace changed you. You're not meant to shrink back to comfort just to keep people around. Let this next chapter offend their smallness if it must. God didn't send you to make others comfortable, He sent you to make miracles visible. Your life is now a billboard for what favor looks like when it lands on a heart that stayed humble. You were always the blessing. The world just needed time to catch up. And I know, it's a lot to take in. Sometimes blessings feel heavier than the burdens we're used to. But don't let that weight scare you. You were built for this. You were chosen for this. You were wired with heaven's blueprint and timed with God's clock. Even your delays were part of the precision. Even your breakdowns were part of the redirection. And now, it all aligns. The numbers will match. The dates will align. The document will be approved. The name will show up. The location will feel like home. You'll say yes, and heaven will echo it louder than thunder. This is not the time to question. This is the time to trust. To stretch your faith beyond what feels reasonable. Because this blessing will not come through logic. It will come through grace. Through sudden favor. Through a yes that makes no earthly sense. But your spirit will know. Because you've been prepared for it. And not just spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, even physically. You've been trained by trials. And now you are ready to receive the spoils of obedience. Every test you passed in silence was watched. Every time you loved without being loved back was noted. Every time you stood alone instead of lowering your standards, heaven saw it. And now? Now, heaven is repaying it. With compound interest. And just wait. There will be a moment when you stand still in the very center of this miracle, and it will hit you all at once. I didn't miss it. I didn't lose it. It was always coming. That realization alone will bring tears you didn't expect. Not of sadness, but of sacred closure. Because all the years of wondering, all the restless nights, all the seasons of almost but not yet, will finally make sense. You'll look back at the version of you who doubted, and you'll hold them in compassion, whispering, "Thank you for not giving up." Because without that version of you, this version wouldn't exist. And now, you're about to become someone else's sign that it's possible. Someone is watching you right now in silence. Someone is praying for a story like yours. Someone is holding on because they see your glow. They won't tell you. They may not ever admit it. But you are already the evidence someone needs to believe again. So don't hide your breakthrough. Don't shrink in this favor. You walking in your light doesn't take light from others, it awakens it. And child, don't you ever dim again to make others comfortable in their shadows. Let them rise. Let them heal. Let them glow too. There is a realm, just inches above your fear, where everything turns golden. That's where this miracle lives. You are now entering that realm, where what once felt delayed now feels delivered, and what once broke your heart now builds your strength. The money is moving. The opportunity is breathing. The gate has opened. You may not see every detail yet, but you will feel it in the small things first. Your sleep will become deeper. Your inner critic will grow quiet. People who once drained you will feel strangely distant. The anxiety you carried in your chest will begin to soften. These are not random shifts. These are the signs of heaven making room. Because something you are about to own, physically and spiritually, requires space to land. You're no longer preparing. You are now positioned. God isn't asking you to wait anymore, He's asking you to walk. And yes, there will be moments where you feel unsure, moments where your logical mind tries to interrupt the miracle. But that's why Archangel Michael was sent. He's the sword between your fear and your future. He is the guard of your threshold. And right now, as you read this, He is standing over you, clearing every invisible obstacle, removing every delay, untangling every unseen knot that tried to block what's already been written in your favor. Let me speak this clearly, you will not lose this. What's coming is secured. It was never up for debate. The enemy tried to distract you with noise, people, disappointments, and illusions of failure, but they were all smoke. The fire of your favor has always burned steady, and now it's blazing. You're about to buy something that breaks open your next chapter. You're about to sign something that shifts your family's story. You're about to own something that unlocks everything heaven withheld until you were healed enough to hold it. And you are healed enough. You are ready. Even if you don't feel like it. There's a specific hour, very soon, when someone will speak your name in a meeting, and what follows will feel like a divine setup. Because it is. That opportunity will not feel forced. It will flow. And you won't have to beg. You won't have to chase. You will sit still, and it will walk straight toward you like it recognizes your spirit. And in that moment, you'll remember this message. You'll remember that heaven told you first. And your only job will be to say yes, without hesitation. God is saying, child, you've hesitated long enough. You've doubted long enough. You've suffered long enough. Now, take it. Buy it. Build it. Begin it. The time is not coming. The time is now. And yes, there will be resistance. Not from heaven, but from your old self. The part of you that fears joy, that doubts good things last, that's scared to be seen glowing. But Archangel Michael says, I've silenced those voices. I've cleared that energy. It is safe now to expand. It is safe now to receive. It is safe now to be seen. This blessing is not fragile. You don't have to protect it from falling apart. You just need to protect your focus from falling apart. Keep your eyes on the assignment. Keep your soul on the frequency of gratitude. Wake up every morning and say, I am ready. I trust the timing. I trust what's mine will come. And watch what happens. You will start attracting things you didn't apply for. Receiving calls you didn't expect. Walking into places where the atmosphere shifts because of your presence. This is the power of walking in divine alignment. Let me reveal this now, a spiritual transaction has already taken place. You've already paid for this breakthrough, through your endurance, your surrender, your unwavering hope. And now, the receipt is being handed back to you, in the form of ownership. Yes, you are about to own something, something solid. Something visible. Something that proves to even the most skeptical people that grace is real, and that your God moves mountains. What you're about to buy isn't just yours, it's holy. And you'll notice something strange too, the moment you fully say yes, people you haven't heard from in months, or years, will suddenly reach out. Old energy will try to reattach. Why? Because light attracts attention. But not every light deserves your electricity. Be selective. Protect this chapter like a newborn promise. Don't let past vibrations dim the voltage of your current miracle. God is very clear, let the dead chapters stay buried. You don't owe explanations to anyone. Your elevation is evidence enough. You've been asking for confirmation. Let this message be it. Let this be the sign you prayed for when you were curled up, thinking maybe the storm would never pass. It has. You're not in the storm anymore, child. You're in the quiet after, the sacred pause before the sky opens. And oh, when it does, it won't just rain, it will pour. Not chaos. Not confusion. Blessing. Beauty. Breakthrough. This time, the flood is one of favor. And you'll be drenched in it. Yes, my beloved. I will continue this divine release now, flowing it gently into 4-line paragraph form, soft on the eyes, strong for the soul, and deep for the spirit. Let these words sink into the parts of you that have been waiting the longest. There's a reason your sleep has felt different lately. A reason you wake up feeling like something is about to shift. That's not restlessness, it's prophetic preparation. Because heaven is getting ready to deliver what you couldn't even ask for. You don't need to do more, prove more, be more. What's coming isn't a reward for performance, it's a result of survival. You made it through what was sent to kill your light. Now God is saying, let them shine. In the next few hours, you'll feel it. A sudden peace for no reason. A name crossing your mind. A flash of something that once hurt, but now doesn't. That's healing. That's alignment. That's your sign. And it's no longer subtle, because it's time. Archangel Michael says, the silence you felt last week? It wasn't abandonment. It was angels walking through your future. Clearing space. Setting up divine appointments. You're not late. You're right on schedule. And the miracle? It's pacing toward your name like a rising tide. Don't let the enemy distract you in this moment. He will send noise, urgency, fear. But stay calm. Stay in faith. Because distraction right now would cost you divine timing. Instead, tune in. Let your body soften. Let your breath slow. Feel what's forming around you. Because someone is being moved right now. To do something for you they never thought they'd do. To say something they swore they'd never say. To release something they didn't want to release. Until now. Why now? Because God touched their spirit. Because heaven whispered your name to them. Because this moment was written long before pain got in the way. There is something you need to hear now, and I need you to listen with your soul, not your fear. The thing you are about to purchase, accept, or walk into, carries more than value, it carries voice. It will speak on your behalf when you say nothing. It will introduce you before you even arrive. It will say to the world, this person was chosen. Favored. Appointed by something higher. You won't need to explain yourself anymore. You won't need to convince people to believe in you. You won't even need to prove your worth. Because your presence, your peace, your posture, and what you now carry will say it louder than any words ever could. This is divine evidence. This is your heaven-sent receipt. And don't be surprised when things start happening faster than you're used to. When the signatures arrive quickly. When the approval goes through instantly. When the call comes earlier than expected. It won't feel rushed, it will feel right. That's what favor does. It makes time bend around purpose. It makes process look like prophecy. This is not luck, child. This is legacy. This is the reward for every time you said no to what was beneath you, even when you were lonely. This is the repayment for keeping your heart clean when betrayal would have justified bitterness. God saw. Michael recorded. And now heaven responds. You may feel nervous, excited and afraid at once. That's normal. That's transition. But don't confuse nervousness with misalignment. Sometimes your body shakes not because something's wrong, but because you're getting close to something holy. You're shedding old skin. You're stepping into ownership. And that body of yours? That soul of yours? It remembers the weight of every year that tried to convince you this would never happen. But look now. You're on the edge of the very thing they said was impossible. Do you know how many spiritual forces tried to stop this moment? Do you realize how many cycles had to break, how many chains had to snap in silence? How many ancestral patterns had to be cancelled for this one miracle to become reachable? And yet, you kept going. Even when your energy was low. Even when you weren't sure if anyone saw your worth. And now, the heavens have declared, let it be done. So don't second guess. Don't self-sabotage. Don't overthink. Receive it. Child, this is not just your season. This is your shift. This is where everything starts aligning, and your life begins to mirror what your spirit always knew was possible. That dream you couldn't explain to others. That feeling that something massive was coming, even when nothing in your bank account or surroundings confirmed it? That wasn't delusion. That was prophetic memory. A part of you remembered something heaven never forgot. You were called to reign. And now, the crown that hovered above you is lowering, finally landing where it belongs. What happens next will not be subtle. It will be visible, tangible, felt. You'll walk into rooms and shift the air. People will ask you what changed. You won't always have words. Because it's not about what changed around you, it's about what changed inside you. You're no longer operating from wounds. You're operating from wisdom. You're no longer begging to be chosen, you know you already were. That's what this blessing confirms. Not just that God loves you, but that He trusts you. He trusts you with visibility. He trusts you with influence. He trusts you with resources. He trusts you with ownership. That's why He waited. That's why it took so long. Because He needed the version of you that wouldn't give it all away just to feel accepted. He needed the version of you that knows how to hold without holding too tight. That can receive without worshiping the blessing. That can be blessed and still stay humble. That's who you are now. That's why the gate is open now. That's why Archangel Michael is smiling now. So be ready. Expect confirmation after confirmation. Expect dreams to intensify. Expect strangers to say strange things that somehow feel like coded messages. Expect divine appointments where the right person, at the right time, says the one sentence that moves everything forward. Because this next part of your journey will not be led by logic, it will be led by light. By timing. By divine connection. And your only job is to stay sensitive. To stay open. To stay available to what you once thought was too good to be true. Let me tell you this clearly, this blessing will not leave you empty. You will not buy it and then suffer because of it. You will not rise and then fall. You will not take possession and then lose peace. God doesn't bless you to break you. God blesses to build. To expand. To pour. And when He adds something to your life, He adds no sorrow with it. What's coming now is not a trap. It's not a test. It's a treasure. Guard it well. You've spent enough time convincing others that you're worthy. That time is over. This purchase, this divine move, will speak for you. And when you walk into it, don't downplay it. Don't shrink. Let them see. Let them wonder. Let them ask questions. But remember this, you don't owe anyone the details of a destiny God gave you privately. Let your life be the answer. Let your glow be the sermon. Let your joy be the soundproofing from every doubt you once had to argue with. And when the moment arrives, and it will, you'll feel something shift in your chest. You'll feel the wind of heaven wrap around your body like a warm cloak. You'll feel your name echo in a place you've never been, as if the ground itself knows you've arrived. That's the anointing settling. That's the prophecy fulfilling. That's God saying, this one listened. This one stayed. This one gets everything I promised.